Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joseph Novichkov, Senior Trading Manager with GDM. Today's outlook, we're starting with the Asian stocks. They lost steam in choppy trade on Friday, mirroring the lackluster led from Wall Street on uncertainty over US monetary policy. Japan's Nikkei, however, gained ground with about 1.8% in the positive turf in the afternoon trading session. Also, we're looking at the Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda that said he had a meeting with Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. The Japanese recovery also is meant to be flagged, and of course authorities are concerned that they are losing momentum and they are trying to restore confidence in the medium term despite the near-term performance. Also, in a speech that occurred after the US market close, Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen said that an interest rate hike sometime later this year would likely be appropriate, by her words, though the decision hinges on economic data, as well as she also was speaking at the University of Massachusetts on Thursday. Looking also at the dollar-yen pair that rose to around 120.27 from around 120 level before Yellen's remark. European equities are expected to open in a positive territory on Friday as, of course, concerns over the health of the global economy dimmed slightly after US Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen suggested the central bank is still on course to raise interest rates, as she mentioned, later this year. The greenback, we were tracking the movement slightly higher early on Friday as, of course, dollar bulls took the opportunity after Federal Reserve Chair Yellen kept the door open to a hike in interest rates later this year, a week after the central bank delayed a long-anticipated move. Looking at the euro-dollar pair, slid to 1.1179, pulling away from levels closer to 1.13. The pound, however, being held back by comments from Bank of England policymakers that suggested they're in no hurry to tighten monetary policy, while sterling edged on Thursday little changed against the dollar. It has declined more than 2% since the Federal Reserve retained from rising interest rates last week. The timing of US move is important to the Bank of England, pretty much widely expected to follow in the wake of its counterparts across the Atlantic. The pound, however, was at 1.5244 in early European trade, having slumped to 1.5201. This was its lowest level since September 7. Gold in the commodity sector dropped from its highest in a month on Friday, giving back some of its sharp overnight gains as the dollar rallied on an assurance from the Federal Reserve Chair Yellen that the US Central Bank would begin rising rates this year. Gold fell 0.4% to 1149.20 an ounce after Fed Chair Yellen's speech, below a one-month high of 1156.30 that was reached yesterday. Oil in the energy sector prices seesawed on Thursday as, of course, tumbling stock prices on Wall Street offset bullish sentiment from inventories draw at US crude delivery hub that was cited by a market data provider. West Texas Intermediate, we're looking at 43 cents higher, or about 0.97% at 44.91 a barrel, having slumped $1.88 on Wednesday. And of course, the most important data today in the calendar, this is at 12:30 US GDP reports. Thank you very much for joining us. See you next time. Bye-bye.